everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper, and we are ready to hop in. Now, I'm gonna hop in using these guys here, so we gotta figure out who we're gonna bring with us. Boop, boop, boop. Well, obviously we have to bring Thancred. I mean, we have to bring both dads. So, and if we're bringing both dads, we might as well bring the child again. So, alright, I think this is our group. Yeah, this seems pretty good. I don't think I've brought them in before. What is this? Like twirly? Member selection available? Oh, that just means I could possibly change them. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in. Am I too low? Oh, no, that's just if you're above this. That's what they think you to. Okay. Register. Alright, let's head into Mount Gulg. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite dungeons. And I think it's one of my favorite dungeons is because I remember coming through in the other character, and this is one of the first ones where it's like, hey, tank, pull wall to wall. And it's like, well, no, wait, time out. I just wasn't as good of a tank as people wanted me to be in this one, and I don't know why that made this one my favorite one, but I think it was because I ran it, every time I ran it with a good healer, who, even though I was not a good tank, it could keep me up with wall-to-wall pulls.
So it is you.
Law 3.
You will not defile my new paradise.
Yeah, so we're definitely not pulling wall-to-wall. I'm not going to try that with the group here, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer than it would in a group. I mean, definitely it will take longer. What's missing here? What did I have here? It's locked, so nothing got pulled off. Did we get an update? Have I never had something there? That might also be the case. I got hit by that. Alright, but we will take this guy down. So I have some news that I wanted to share with you guys. And it's not anything to do with YouTube, it's very like personal life news. But I'm really excited, so I wanted to share it with somebody. I got a promotion at work. So I think a while ago I had talked about, you know, before my dad passed, that my boss had quit. And I was really upset because I really liked my boss. Like, she was very good. They never posted her position, which was kind of intriguing because I feel like we needed that position. But then they recently posted it, and I went for it, and I got it. I got it this week, actually. I just found out yesterday at the time of recording this, which I'm really excited for. I don't quite yet know how that's going to affect YouTube. Probably not a whole lot, to be honest. Because in our like announcement video of what was going on and changes on the, you know, on the channel, I had mentioned that I was gonna try to do 2 videos a day. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know, at the time that it's published, I've not been keeping up with that, and mostly it's because of work. But the good news is that means with a new position, that's not going to change a whole lot, so you guys are used to just getting 1 video a day, if that, so. But I'm pretty excited, and I'm excited because it came with a significant pay bump as well. The only problem is I won't be able to work from home as much, but it's still an option, like on some days, which I'm perfectly fine with. And it's going to involve some travel, so like daily travel, not, well, it'll involve some out-of-state travel as well. but daily travel to like an hour away. We have multiple sites that cover. Ooh. This is Valkyrie's gal, huh? But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Shouldn't affect the channel. Shouldn't notice it other than, you know, maybe I'm more tired or frustrated or something. But for the most part, it won't affect the upload schedule because I still need my downtime and to play and everything. But yeah, that's exciting. It's exciting to have life changes like that sometimes. I was definitely in need of a change. I think with, and we'll talk a little bit personal life and then we'll focus on the game because I really do love this dungeon. But I think anytime you're going through like a grieving process, like I am with, because I definitely still am. Like I'm happy and I'm okay right now. I still have like pretty rough moments. Like when I found out I got the new position, I was so happy. I was like dancing in my seat, like on the phone with the recruiter, like yes, I will absolutely take it. Ran upstairs, you know, told my mom. We both were really happy, and then we both immediately started crying. And it wasn't like because we were sad that I got the job. It was more like I'm sad because I really want to tell my dad. Like I really just. It hit me, and it hits you all of a sudden when you go through the grieving process, and that's like perfectly normal. And I like to talk about those sort of things because I know people have commented like their own feelings and emotions and situations that they've gone through. And I've always been a big supporter of, you know, we should talk about our mental health and the stuff that we're going through. And anytime someone's like, oh, I don't want to listen to someone talk about their problems like that again, I'm always just like, yeah, but you would want someone to listen to you, I think. And even if you didn't know that you wanted it, you would need it, right? So I just like to take away that stigma of, I gotta just keep this all to myself and no one wants to hear it, so I'll just, you know, smile and pretend everything's alright. I hate that. I hate that we do that as a society. But yeah, so as we're going through the, you know, grieving process, I needed a change. Like, I absolutely needed a change. I had actually made a plan with, a while ago that I was gonna actually quit my job, and find a different one, just because I needed something different. Like, it had been stagnant in the job for a while, and there's a lot out there that's hiring right now, so it was a good time to make a change. But now I don't have to worry too much about it. I can still work with the company that I very much love and appreciate. Every company has its ups and downs, and ours is definitely no different than that. But I've been there for now almost 14 years, so it would have been like a definite oof to change. But I was willing because I needed something different and I didn't know what was coming up. So when the job posting, when my boss currently told me that they're gonna be posting that job again, I was fairly like, do I want it? Because I have this plan. But yeah, I wound up going for it, and I'm glad I did. So that's what's going on in my personal life. Just wanted to share that with you guys, keep you all up to date, because you guys are very supportive, and I definitely appreciate that. So I want to give you the heads up sometimes. But yeah, let's talk about Mount Gulg. So I remember the first time in this dungeon, I was actually like, this is amazing. This is so great. And I feel like Shadowbringers especially had such fantastic dungeons. Like, I think this one is the next one Amarat. Because that one's really cool. And then like obviously the Emmett Selk stuff is really amazing. And I know that's kind of spoilery, but I feel like most of us have been there already. And if you're watching it for the first time, you have no idea what that is, so you're in for a treat. Okay, first boss. We've got Forgiven Cruelty. Let's, what's my opener? How do I think we do this. A little of this.
Together we shall overcome.
A little of this, and this, and this. There we go. We got it down. Let's get this going. What are you doing? Do I know what this? Oh shit! What the heck? He aimed that crap right at me. Good thing Arianche is a good healer. Where are you aiming now? Should I zoom out a little bit? Ah, I see. Okay. It aims towards where that stuff was. Man, this dungeon is so cool. I'm trying to remember the final boss of this, and I think... Do I need to move? I do. I think right after this, there's something else that we'll immediately have to go into. Is that true? Maybe? But this is definitely, like, end-game-ish, where the expansion, for me at least, like, it was a great expansion all the way through. For me, this is definitely where it picked up, and I was like, yes. What are we doing? Okay. Arianche, you know I'm standing by you, because you're the healer, and you should know where to go. So don't lead me astray. Because do I remember mechanics of this expansion? No. No, I don't. Bum, bum. I'm out of mana. Where are you shooting? We got something here. Oh no, I didn't see that thing over there. Dang it. Oh, missed my Enochian, man. How am I still having Enochian troubles? And it's 2022. What are you doing? Oh, he did the big line. Alright, should I get ley lines out again? I think so. Oh man, are you about to do something that's gonna cause me to move? You are. I could have stayed on there. While ley lines is up, let's do this. There we go. Big damage. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Da, 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 da. Green, he's doing a line at ya. There we go. Boss down. Anything... Forgiven's Hat of Aiming. How's the equipment look in here? I think it looks actually pretty good, right? If I remember right. What is all this? Why am I, like, behind on what's happening in this game? And it's my own playthrough. What'd we get? This. Oh my god. Okay, if we're ever a bard, that's the hat for us. Which, I boosted a bard, didn't I? 70. That will probably be the first class once we get, like, max level on the Black Mage. And we're not doing Black Magey stuff anymore. That'll probably be the first class that we work on getting, because it's the highest one that we will have. Well, no, that won't be true, because we will have, Reaper, Sage. Man, can you imagine us healing? I barely know how to DPS. And that's questionable. To be fair, when I first started playing this, I was actually a white mage. And then was like, I don't like white mage, because that back then, the white mage stuff had, what was it, stone stance? Where if you wanted to do DPS, you had to put on stone stance. And then they took that away where white mage, like, yeah, obviously you're going to be doing DPS as any healer. I'm so glad they took that away, by the way. That was such a good decision on their part. But yeah, because of that, it made soloing as a white mage, like, for me, it was difficult. I couldn't get through one of the story quests. I was having problems. And granted, I was probably not the best player to come into the game, but I was definitely having problems with it. So then I re-rolled Dragoon. Look at how cool this looks. At first time playing through, I was like, what, are the textures not rendering? But that's the texture, by the way. So.
Scurrying about my domain like
it's
insects.
So cool.
I will not suffer it!
Ow. You're gonna do a thing. Whoop. How are we pulling up this? Yeah, so first job I ever was white mage. Then I re-rolled and probably did not pick the best one from there because I picked Dragoon. And that Dragoon was equally as hard, but I got farther along. So I got to gosh, I want to say I got to about 40 something, and there's a quest that you have to like kill a bunch of things and you have to do it fast. My gear was not great, and I died, and then I re-rolled again. And then stopped playing for a really long time because I was like, this game's too hard for me. I don't think it was a matter. I'm kind of like being a little bit joking with that. I don't think it was a matter of it's too hard for me. I think it was a matter of, you know, A Realm Reborn itself was a good change from, you know, 1.0. But I went back to World of Warcraft. What was out around that time? Was it Legion? Because I raided in Legion. So I was probably out raiding Legion and stuff. What was the first raid in Legion? Why can't I remember that? It was fun, whatever it was, and I did it pretty like every week. I know we went into the one where you fight Helya. And that was the second one. Oh, it was Emerald Dream. Great, fun dungeon. Like one of my favorite raids, I think, other than Karazhan, the original one. The Emerald Dream raid was just great. I was a healing shaman, and here's how maybe desperate the raid was. I was actually the main healer, and I had to do healing cooldown callouts. And it was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I got used to it really fast, which pushed me to be a better player. And honestly, I think some of that stuff, like doing that and then coming back to Final Fantasy, because
filthy creatures.
I played in between, but I never got to max level. But when I came back after having played Legion, because we had a lot of Final Fantasy raiders come and raid with us in our guild, and I said, you know, I love Final Fantasy. I don't have a max character. I just like playing it. And they said you should try it now again, because definitely stuff had changed. So I jumped back in and got to max level for the first time, and was like, yep, I really enjoyed this game now. I enjoyed it before, but I definitely enjoyed it more when I came back after having been gone for a while.
Now I've got you.
My time has not yet come.
Like, I remember when I never played 1.0, and I wish I had so I could see the difference. But I remember when A Realm Reborn came out, like, I was watching all the videos and stuff of it, and I got into a beta, and just running around Gridania was absolutely fantastic. Like, I was so excited for A Realm Reborn. And then I got the collector's edition, and I remember getting the CD of the soundtrack and playing it on my CD player as I was going to work. Or driving up to see my parents, because we did not live together for a long time. I actually had, this is probably more personal than you guys need to know, but I'm getting there. I'd actually bought a house almost straight out of college. Bought a house, and then my mom came out of retirement. She's a pastor. She came out of retirement and got a church, so we lived like an hour and a half away, and I would go up to their place like every weekend. And then once, you know, once she retired a second time, as one would do, that's when I had almost jokingly suggested, hey, we should move in together so I can take care of you guys when you're old. Lo and behold, that's what we did. And it was actually a very good, I think I've said this before in a video, but it was actually a really good, you know, move on our part, because we've lived together maybe 5 or 6 years, and then Dad got cancer. So, like, if we had not lived together when he got his cancer, I don't know what we would have done. His mom wouldn't have been able to do that all on her own. But man, I must be in a personal mood today, and I'm sure I've met the quota of what you guys are wanting to hear, but this boss is actually really cool. If you haven't seen what we're doing here, it's like a Rubik's Cube almost, and you gotta stand anywhere there's not a face. And do I gotta turn away on this? I think I do. And Thancred's standing in there. Does someone have to get in there? Urianger, what are you doing? Get in there.
I shall protect thee.
So you gotta stand where there's not a face. Oh boy. A lot of no faces, huh? I forget the... Okay, we're good. Sorry. Just panicked a little. It's okay. Remembered the face part. I did not remember the dot part. This another dot? It is another dot part. Oh, but we don't want to be standing here. Go! Don't kill me. Alright. We did it. We were successful in the dot parts. Ow! Had to get a swift cast off there. Oh boy. Oh, this and dots? Are you serious? Okay. We're good. Isn't there one, like, mechanic that's similar to this in Walker? I'm trying to remember which dungeon it is. I feel like there is one. Oh boy. But the knocking fall off again. I'm bad at the game. Ouch. Why didn't it go up? There we go. Okay, we gotta watch it closely. We will be fine up here. Can I do damage, please? I'm so distracted, like, telling my life story. My whole rotation. Okay. Alrighty. Maiming? By the way, did we get anything for us to wear? No. No. You know what is easier than trying to do that? No, we have not gotten anything with the chests that we have picked up along the way. Alright.
I am righteousness,
Oh, Vothry.
and righteousness will prevail.
His voice actor is so good at that. Like, it's such a pretentious, like, I am righteousness.
Can't you do anything by yourself?
Right? Why? Why do you do this to me?
I shall protect thee.
Oh. Let me get this going while we're running around trying to do nonsense here. This dungeon is so cool. Like, it's just... every so often it hits me how cool this expansion was. Like, I can't... you almost forget it, having played Endwalker, because Endwalker is such an amazing expansion, too. And you're... gosh. I don't know, you almost forget, like... Shadowbringers was so good and so revered and loved. And then you played Endwalker and you're just like, this game hit the pinnacle. And then you, for me at least, I get worried about the next expansion. Like, they're setting up the expectations and they're doing a good job of it to be like, hey, the story is not gonna be at the level that Endwalker was, but it's gonna set up a brand new arc. And that's exciting in itself. But I really do feel like people are gonna say, man, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you feel people are gonna think whatever happens in the next expansions simply because it's not a continuation of known stories, that people are gonna say, like, the writing fell off? That's one of my fears with it. And I think that's a common community fear. Is like, man, how can you top that? Like, how can you top a five expansion arc? Like, 'cause just think about the story of A Realm Reborn, and obviously, like, the writers have gotten better, the game's gotten better, the whole dev team has gotten better. Like, they improved with every expansion, and now they get the opportunity to reset. Like, there are stories that are still out there, like, waiting to be done, but, like, every big story is pretty much wrapped up. It's gonna be so weird. Weird, but I'm excited, but also a little nervous. I just really hope that it's good. Which I don't have a doubt that they will do their best to make sure that it is that. But it's kind of like when something really... I'm trying to think of an example. I guess the best example I heard is when someone said, I went and saw Endgame, Marvel Endgame. And it's like everything that comes after is just not ever gonna live up to that, because everything was building to that, and now you go into a different phase. And it almost like the story gets convoluted a little bit. Because you've got familiar characters, familiar arc lines, but a brand new overarching plot line. And some people will buy into it and some people will not. Also, I want to point this out. I think I ran this like 40 times, and then one time through here someone was like, look at the pillars. And I looked at it and I'm like, oh my god. Like, that's so cool. That's such a small, cool detail. Alright, something for us. Mana trigger. Is that a gunbreaker? Why do I keep opening this? How does that look? Sick. Why do we have no clothes on when we're when we're wearing this? It looks cool. I wish it glowed a little bit though. I feel like it should have that almost ethereal glow from this place. Hey! Hey! Did anyone go see the new Thor? I haven't gone and saw it because we've been absolutely just overwhelmingly busy.
Together we shall overcome this.
I've heard mixed things about it, which is kind of a bummer because Thor is my favorite Marvel character. And I've loved all the Thor movies, even though the first one was a little... I mean, it's just a little weird. It's not as good as the other ones. But Thor, Ragnarok was pretty amazing. But I have not seen the new one. I think I might. I did go and see... There's two that I saw. Top Gun, which was fantastic, by the way. I absolutely loved Top Gun. And surprisingly, I did not expect to cry. But I did. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, I'm about to say something. I will move my mouse like this when I'm done talking about the spoiler, but here it comes. Oh gosh. Wait, let me talk to it first before I do it. So, spoiler, I'll again move like this when I'm done talking about it. Val Kilmer in the movie. When his character died, I was like weeping. I was ugly crying in the theater. And I think because I loved Val Kilmer since he was in like Weird Science and Willow and like all the older films that he was in. So like I grew up like just being in love with Val Kilmer. So when he like died in the movie, it was really sad because he actually does have throat cancer in real life. And I'm so glad that they put him in the movie despite that. And not only despite that, but embraced it. Like that was just so cool. But I was like mad weeping in the theater. Okay, spoilers over. So that I saw Top Gun, loved it, absolutely loved it. And then we saw Jurassic Park. And it was okay. It was Jurassic Park. It was alright. I felt like, you about to do something? There you go. I felt like you could come see that movie halfway through and still, you know, get the gist of it. Get what you needed out of it. Like it just, the first half I was so freaking bored. Because it was more about, oh shoot. To me, it almost felt like they were doing more about the characters and less about the dinosaurs. Like, I don't care about the characters, to be honest. Show me the dinosaurs. And show me people getting eaten by a T-Rex, please. But I did feel that there were some good things that they tried to fix with this one. I'm not sure if they will have other Jurassic Parks after this. My rotation is all over by the place. I don't need to, like... I understand it, and I know. But I feel like in Jurassic Park, they mapping around Mount Gulg. They wrapped up some things and changed some things that they knew they had made a mistake before in. She's so cool looking. My jam. Consort of Sin. Forgiven obscenity. Do I remember the boss mechanics? No. Not a clue. Not at all. I don't remember this dungeon. I remember the dungeon. I don't remember the mechanics. Alright, here we go. Open it. Hey, Thankrita, I was not ready. Can I get a countdown next time before you just jump in there? Oh shoot. Run button.
Stop that, damn you!
Oh,
I
whoa.
don't care what it takes!
Whoa. Was I magically standing in the right spot? I did that on purpose and totally knew where to stand in that, by the way. It was not a fluke. I don't know what you're talking about. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum. I'm jamming, sorry. No, you know, I'm not sorry. I enjoy jamming to this music. Help! What's going on? Oh, Ariadne! You abandoned me. Ow, okay. You abandoned me in my time of need. Where are we going? Help! Okay.
Keep your guard up.
Okay. Got it. What's going on? Why'd you run over here? Is that something I should know? I'm just gonna stand on top of him because my boy doesn't lead me astray. Sometimes he does, but most of the time he does not. Help.
I shall protect you.
Oh, see? He will never lead me astray. He's gonna protect me. I'm gonna do the limit break before Reen does, once she comes back. Help. I did it! I did it, and totally on purpose. Ah. Alright, Reen. My limit break. Crap. I did like the worst faux pas you could there. I did it works. Swift cast and triple cast, and then you can do 4 at once. Interesting. Okay. Whee! Help. What are you doing? Da, 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 da. Alright, let's get it going here. Bring it home. Bring it home with our rotation. Uh-oh, I'm a little too far forward for that. Yay, we did it! Level up. Uh-oh. Why are we sad? Hey friends, where's Elfino? We just left Elfino behind. High Fire 2. High Blizzard 2. Aspect Mastery. It's I'm level synced, so let me take a look. Where am I? High Fire. Wait, does this replace? High Fire 2. Deals fire damage to the potency of 148 to target to all enemies. Oh, it replaces this? Interesting. And High Blizzard 2. These two got replaced. Deals ice damage with potency of 142 to target to all enemies nearby. Okay, sick. Awesome. Let's get our loot. Get the heck out of here. Grimoire. We're gonna have to be a scholar. We got a ring. Update. Okay, let's get out of here. See what Vothri has to say about this. There's Alfino.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vothri's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your heads?
Echo, echo, echo.
By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but
That's messing with my head. Oh, that looks sick.
There would have been peace for all.
Now I didn't read this. I was distracted by the statue. Had you only entrusted your fate to me, there would be peace for all. I doubt it.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all.
You changed your
But
mind?
no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words.
That's
Peace
my
for all,
boy.
you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vothri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own.
Yeah, you tell him, Rena. I'm so proud of her. Like, her character development in this whole expansion has been fantastic. Thancred, be proud
I made a promise
too.
to a noble soul. A woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it.
You tell him. Oh,
Everyone who stands with us has something precious. Something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not
Hey.
another word!
Don't you talk to her like that. Look, I'm pissed.
You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place.
I don't think so.
With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and sin eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
It's one way to say it.
Find Vor3. We will hold the Eaters here.
What? By myself?
Come! Let's finish this!
Okay, but be careful. Don't get turned. Can they be turned without a corporeal? There is something after this, I figured. Alright, so we've got our trial. Is this the first trial expansion? No. It's not the first, is it? No, yeah, that's right. Titania was the first. This is the second. And we will do that in the next episode. we are at the end of this episode, and I am going to do the next one with a group. So instead of coming back once we have a group, I will just make the next episode the start and do the trial, and we'll start when we have found a group and are in. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. I know it was a little chatty during this episode. I very much recognized it, but I want to thank you guys for listening to me and putting up with it. This dungeon is, like I said, one of my favorites. Still didn't remember the last mechanics, I guess. Hey, anytime you don't do one for a while, it's like, the Gandalf meme. I have no memory of this place. But, yeah, it's fantastic. This whole expansion is fantastic. And the trial that we're about to do, I know that it's awesome, but again, ask me the mechanics, I would not be able to tell you. It's been a while. So I'm excited to jump in there. We'll probably die multiple times, which I have come to understand and accept for ourselves. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. When we come back, we will be taking on Vor3 himself and trying to put an end to his immaculate reign. So guys, thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.